available to everyone. But hurry, this exclusive offer ends July 7th, so why wait? Make the short drive to Highway 55 to Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, where you're treated like one of the family, and now you pay like one too. Don't miss it.
Come by Coffee Bank and Trust today and start earning better interest and better cash back on your primary checking account. Pair it with our Better Together Saver account and maximize your earnings. If you want better rates and better returns on your money, stop by and see us today at Coffee Bank and Trust, a division of Coffee County Bank, member FDIC.
From the WBMC studio in McMinnville, Tennessee, you're listening to Town Talk with your host, Raven Young.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here with myself, Raven Young, and Abby Myers this morning.
Yes, good morning.
We appreciate all of our listeners for being here with us today and getting your morning started right. It is Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
One more day. We get Friday off.
One more
good?
day.
You hit the bottle early today, Raven.
Oh, I am feeling it. Trust me. It is a holiday week for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love, getting a day off.
Yeah.
But it makes every other day leading up to it and after so
Oh,
much
yeah.
worse.
Monday's going to be a hard one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
After a very busy weekend.
everybody tries to cram everything into
Mm-hmm.
obviously short weeks.
Yep.
And it's a struggle sometimes. So yeah, I'm feeling it this week, Connor. I'm wore out, but
So
glad to be here.
What are we doing for the 4th, Raven? I know we're going to be off.
We are going to be off, so I am probably going to sleep in a little bit that morning.
I'm talking about for the show. I don't know what your plans are going to be.
What do you mean? We're not doing anything. We're not
You're not
here.
going to pre-record a special episode for the 4th of July, America's birthday, Raven?
Connor's trying to make me feel bad over here. You want to do more work?
Yeah. We'll come
That's
and
all my life is at this point.
we'll
so.
schedule one if you want to put in more
what
work.
you could do? You could just stay here after Sports Authority tonight and just stay all night and just wake up here tomorrow.
Mhm.
Just
what
pull an
I'll do?
all-nighter.
I'll do a special Town Talk episode by myself on July 4th.
Okay, that sounds like a great plan.
Everything I say will be endorsed by Raven and Abby.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that one past management.
Everything you say is endorsed by us. I would beg to differ.
It's too late. It's in the contract
No.
that y'all both signed. It was a waiver, actually.
I actually read my contract.
Yeah. Did you?
I did.
Oh, good for you.
You just
Yeah.
missed that part. We wrote it in size 0.3 font.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
It was
not.
font for ants.
It's just not there.
I have contacts, so I could see it.
Oh.
I read it, and it wasn't there.
You're
Wow.
not getting this one past Abby, Connor. She's got answers.
You bring a microscope. That's how you have to see it.
That's not how a contract is supposed to be written, so.
Supposed to and are two different things.
Yeah, but it has to hold up legally.
It
Yep.
will hold up legally. It
So
was
that
on-
will not hold up legally.
If
I don't
it's
know. I
not
talked to my
legible, we should chat GPT that and see, does it have to be legible for it to be valid?
Mm-hmm. Which I would assume all fonts have to be the
You would think
same
so.
size,
Yeah.
unless a larger font.
So
I
you're
mean,
saying
I don't
the
know why
title
we're
of the
arguing
contract
over it
and the body of the
anyway,
contract
because it's
have to be the
fake.
same
Fake.
size.
It doesn't matter.
Fake news.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Whoa. I'll be the referee here. Chill out. Thank you to all of our listeners for being here with us today. We do also need to say a special thank you to Security Federal Savings Bank for being a great sponsor of Town Talk and helping us make this show happen every single day. Sabrina Keaton and the lending team at Security Federal Savings Bank can help turn your life goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing a home or just debt consolidation, Security Federal Savings Bank will keep it simple. Security Federal Savings Bank, the friendliest bank in town, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Thank you, Security Federal, for all that you do for our community. We really appreciate you. And Abby, did you do anything fun yesterday?
No. I guess semi-fun things, but
Oh, yeah?
I took one of the longest naps I've
Oh, yeah.
ever taken. I'm
I
embarrassed
would
to
say, I
even
would say that's fun. That's fun.
admit how long I napped. I
'Cause I
don't
love
know if
naps.
it's just the driving back and forth to Cookeville and all the
Oh.
stuff with my friends that have going
Mm-hmm.
on. 9:30 to 2 p.m. is when I slept, and I
Yeah.
can't believe I did that. After that, I woke up. I had to run a few errands and then taught a class.
Okay.
Went home and
At least you were productive and worked
Yeah,
out.
I still worked out. My ring was like, I don't have it on today. It was like, you need to get up. Your movement is so low. So
Do you want to guess how many sets of stairs I walked yesterday? I'm going to count this as my workout to be kind of on
yeah,
the
I
same
mean steps are 22.
No, not quite that many.
Oh, okay.
It was still 12 though. which
Okay, well
is kind
that's
of
still a lot.
It was 12 flights
That
of
was-
stairs is what my watch
yes,
said I walked.
That's crazy.
Because we still, we're just constantly up and down steps.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have a third floor on part of it. And so I'll go up the main set of steps and then I still have to go up another set of steps. And it is.
Trucking up and down.
I have been walking up and down those steps for years now.
Yeah,
It never gets easier.
it never gets better.
Like,
yeah.
I would have thought at least by now I wouldn't be winded by the time
Yep.
I get to the top of the steps. Nope.
I'm
not
still that
happening.
way with steps, and
Yeah.
I work out a lot. So
And because we know that you have to walk up a lot of steps, Raven,
Mm-hmm.
everybody here at their office we were getting concerned.
Oh.
So we got you a life alert.
Oh, I appreciate that. I could
for when
probably
you fall down the
utilize
steps.
that. Yeah.
If you
a
fall down the
life
steps.
alert.
I am sometimes afraid of that happening.
Dude,
I do hold on to the wall, as I'm going down.
I wear my life alert on a stair stepper.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even actually going up steps.
I haven't ever done a stair
Have you been on a
stepper.
stair stepper, Connor?
Yeah, I don't like them.
I thought about buying like one of those at-home ones that's like just the
Yes.
small one
Mhm.
or something, but I haven't
Also-
actually done that.
Because you walk up a lot of steps.
I do walk up a lot of steps.
Abby, you work out and do stuff, so I'm sure you've gone up steps.
Mm-hmm.
Can we make a general size for steps?
Standard size
Yeah.
by code, 7 inches up, 11 on the rise, 11 inches on the tread. 7, 11, 7, 11. They can be a little like the rise can actually be less, so it could be 5 or 6 or something. And actually, like a 6-inch step is a little bit easier to take than a 7-inch rise. But that's kind of standard when I'm laying something out. So
Have you ever been to the central office?
no, I don't
It
think so.
is-
Like inside it,
Yeah, like have to go up.
those steps. No
steps?
Mm-mm.
They're made for little people.
Oh.
It's like a 4-inch step.
There's no way that's code.
Yeah, it's the most annoying thing I've ever like.
So you just have to
It's like
pitter
little-
patter up the stairs
Yeah,
almost
it's like speed bumps.
Huh, okay.
Like it's almost just tripping hazards. I'm like, we could just make a ramp at this point.
Yeah, there are some that like I said, I know the rise can be a little less, and I think the tread can be up to like 10.5 or something, depending on. But like a standard, if you're just laying out a brand new set of steps, you don't have any like parameters on trying to fit it into a certain space or something. 7-11 is what I go for. So
See, that sounds nice.
yeah, it's a comfortable step.
Not me having to take a step like
Yeah,
every 2 inches.
yeah. That doesn't sound like it's up to code, but
Looks like you're doing one of those North Korean military parades steps.
Connor,
I don't even get the reference there.
we're celebrating 4th of July, Connor.
Leave
Okay.
North Korea out of it.
Yeah, you be nice, North Korea. They're trying.
Oh goodness. Yeah, so there you go. There's your step education for the day. But
Stepication.
yeah, actually there was a woman, she used to work at the city. She actually works at the Milner Center now. Her name is Katie, and I love her. But she went to New York a few years ago, and she was going to go up the Statue of Liberty, I think is what she's planning for. And so, like, every day on lunch, she would, like, do the steps, like,
Really?
for 30 minutes there
Yeah.
at the city. And I was like, Katie, that is some dedication.
Seeing the Statue of Liberty, and they played "Welcome" or that one New York song.
Uh-huh.
New York by Frank Sinatra.
No, it was the one with Jay-Z in
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah.
it gave me cold chills. It was
Yeah.
the best. I mean, it's insane to see the statue. That's a whole nother
So
conversation.
I think that song came out in like 2008, 2009, something
Yeah.
like that. But it was fairly new when I went to New York in 2009 for the Macy's parade for cheerleading. And we got there, and that we actually had a limo. There was like 8 people that were in our groups. We actually had a limousine pick us up and take us to our airport or to our hotel. Like, it was bougie or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I mean, we
Yeah.
were seniors in high school. Like, it was
It
cool.
was, yes.
But it was playing that song as we were going through Times Square, and we like were sticking our heads out the moonroof. It was the coolest
was
thing
it? Yes,
ever.
yes.
was so
it's crazy
cool.
how much music can
Yes,
make a
bring you
moment
back.
so much different. So good. Anyways, That's
You gonna do
fine.
your Jay-Z impression before you go to break?
No, I don't.
Come on, Abby.
I don't have a Jay-Z
Come
impression.
on, Abby. It's been great.
How have I had it?
Everyone at the office loves your Jay-Z
I don't
impression.
even think I know what a Jay-Z impression
He's lying.
is.
Just
Like,
try.
I don't even think that's not registering in my brain at the moment.
I
Are
don't
you trying to
have
make
one.
it hard for me to clip y'all
Yeah.
doing stuff?
No, I just don't have a Jay-Z impression. It
I
probably
don't
just
believe that. It'll be fine. Anyway,
All right, let's take a break. We will be right back after this with some news from the Main Street Journal. So everybody stick with us.
Guess who just got back today? Them wild-eyed boys that had been away haven't changed, had much to say. But man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around.
Ascension St. Thomas River Park is here to listen to you because caring for you is our #1 priority. Ascension care teams start by understanding you, your health, and your life to deliver care that's right for you. Now offering cardiac CT angiography services, a non-invasive cardiac exam that looks at the blood vessels that supply blood to the heart and can detect if plaque has narrowed the coronary arteries. The compassionate, personalized care you've come to expect is right here in McMinnville. We're more than just a hospital, ER, and a clinic. We want to give you hope, health, and strength.
Lester's Body Shop is located at 212 Old Morrison Road in the West Riverside area. Owner Terry Fowler values all of his customers. He is the best place to take your car, truck, van, or SUV for any type of body work. And one estimate from Lester's is all you need. Friendly, professional, reliable, and dependable. That's Terry and the gang at Lester's Body Shop, 212 Old Morrison Road. Call 473-5421.
Where can you go to spend some quality up-close and personal time alone with Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, or Will Smith? None other than 3 Star Cinema. Head over to the most affordable and convenient place in town featuring the latest releases fresh on the silver screen. 3 Star Cinema.
Now showing How to Train Your Dragon rated PG, F1 the movie rated PG-13 starring Brad Pitt, Megan 2.0 rated PG-13, 28 years later rated R, Elio rated PG.
Sparta Street, McMinnville. 3 Star Cinema, where the stars come out at night.
Getting a loan can sometimes be confusing and intimidating. You may have questions before you make the decision to borrow money. If you need help with a car, home, or personal loan, I'd be glad to talk it over with you. Come by and see me, Meredith Woodley, or any of our lending team. At Security Federal Savings Bank, we look forward to helping you find the answers you need to feel at ease with your next purchase. That's Security Federal Savings Bank, the friendliest bank in town. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Did you know that NHC was the first Medicare-certified home health care agency in Tennessee? NHC Home Care has been committed to providing exceptional care. The reason for our success, we hire great clinicians who go above and beyond for our patients. And one of those is Jamie Harriman. Jamie has been practicing for over 32 years. When asked what she loves most about her job, she stated, seeing my patients get better and gain their independence back. So remember, when you need home health care services, ask for NHC Home Care and experience the NHC difference, serving you for over 50 years.
Make the places you care about more comfortable and energy efficient with TVA Energy Right. It all starts at EnergyRight.com, where you can find everything you need to lower your energy usage for your home or your business. Contact Caney Fork Electric Energy Advisors Dale or Chris at 931-473-3116 or go to EnergyRight.com to start living and working more energy efficiently. Caney Fork Electric along with EnergyRight.com for all your energy needs. Brought to you by Caney Fork Electric Cooperative and TVA.
Local, national, and everything in between. Here's the news.
Good morning. Welcome back to Town Talk with Raven and Abby. Thanks for being here today. This segment is brought to you by the Main Street Journal. If you do not already subscribe, head on over to www.mainstreetjournal.llc and click that subscribe button. Also, breaking news. This is not quite on the Main Street Journal yet, but Connor didn't say thank you for donut holes that got brought to him this morning.
Oh.
I was going to say thank you in between the first and second hour. But I can thank you in person.
Oh.
Not on air.
Oh, well, that was, you can let everybody know that I did a nice deed for Connor.
There you go. Yep.
You just
So you
don't
did
want
this
you just
for
don't
public attention. That's fine. I'm glad to know where this stands now.
No, I actually had cash dollar bills in my wallet this morning, so I was able to stop and get
It's gonna be
Can we make a consensus?
What?
One of the few times that you actually spend cash money is going to always be at C&K Donut if you live here in Warren
Absolutely.
County.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, because I do not carry cash.
Yeah. No,
But as soon as I have some on me, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. I generally will carry a little bit more during the summer because I have Main Street Live on Fridays, and I normally use cash for the food vendors and stuff there. And so that's why I had some this morning to be able to get donuts.
Yeah,
so.
I got donuts yesterday and paid in quarters. So I had $2 in quarters, and that's how I paid for my donuts.
Hey, it works.
It works.
Hey,
So
as
now
long as it's acceptable currency, you're good.
Exactly.
Yep. So now it's my turn. I will have to bring donuts for everybody. Connor brought us donuts my first day.
I know. That was so nice of him.
He was trying to pretend he was going to be very nice to
Hey,
me.
no, it was just letting you know it's like, hey,
It's only downhill from here.
I want to start you up high so that way it hurts more whenever you have to roll all the way down the hill.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I heard there was another donut rumor going around town that there might be another donut location coming to McMinnville. So I thought that I would celebrate by supporting a local donut business here this morning.
Is Scooter's going to be just coffee or is it coffee?
No,
and
they've
donuts?
got food. Yeah, they're going to
Okay.
have food as well. I think it's serving breakfast stuff all day there. So that'll be good. They had a little menu at Main Street Live. They've been advertising some of the stuff, and I
I
looked
saw
at
they
it.
were out there. They had like a little thing.
Yeah, so I looked at the menu, but it looks like good like breakfast sandwiches and things like that. But no, it's another chain that serves coffee and donuts. So who knows? We'll see. We'll see if the Main Street Journal confirms that for us. So, like I said, at this point, I think it might just be a rumor, but you know how chatter goes.
Yep.
Let's get to the actual news from the Main Street Journal. The article that I wanted to discuss is from last night. It's titled Celebrating Success. And so Main Street McMinnville held our annual meeting last night at Collins River Barbecue. So we normally do our monthly board meetings, but every July we do an annual meeting where we invite all of the members, friends of Main Street, investors, all of that kind of stuff. So pretty good crowd there last night, and there were some awards given, but some background and that kind of thing. So Main Street McMinnville, it was founded in 1999, so we are 26 years old at the end of this year. And it was formed via the Heritage Alliance effort and joined with the city and the county and the National Main Street Program. So it focuses, of course, on economic development and revitalization of downtown McMinnville. We are an accredited Main Street program by Main Street America and the Tennessee Main Street. And some of the highlights were $18.5 million in public and private investment in downtown McMinnville in the last year. 5 new downtown businesses established, 22 buildings rehabilitated, over 30 jobs created, 1,242 volunteers hours contributed, and 21 Main Street events hosted with 31,000 plus attendees over the course of last year. So those are just some of the things that were presented last night. There were also some we had new board members. So we operate on a fiscal year, the same as the city and the county do. So July to June. But so our new board members took seat last night as well. So Gosha Porter from Main Street Media is one of our new board members. Kendra Matheny, she's at MES. Veronica Sparkman is with the Black House over here. And then Joe Schoolfield, who, have you met Joe?
I think I have. At least know the name.
Okay, I know Connor's met Joe, but he's been on with us a few times before, but he's been a volunteer with Main Street McMinnville the last few years. So I'm excited for our new board members. New officers also took seat. Myself, I am the president for this upcoming year, or the year that we're now in, I guess. Brittany Davis at MES, she's the vice president. Darren Payne, he is with Benchmark Physical Therapy. He is the treasurer. And Alma Shoemaker is the secretary. She works a lot also with Main Street McMinnville, but she also works with Caring Hearts United a lot as a volunteer. So those are our board members and new board members. Our board officers and new board members are. Sorry. Also, there were some awards presented. Main Street Media was awarded the Investor of the Year, which is a really great honor. So it's gone in the past to like Security Federal Savings Bank. So businesses or individuals that have, well, businesses for the investor side of it, but that have invested not only money, but time and effort and just support to the organization. So Main Street Media. The volunteers of the year were Robert and Yvette McCormick. They are really great people, and they work with us every Friday night through the entire summer at Main Street Live, and then a lot of other events and stuff, farm to table and things like that. So they're really great volunteers. And then there was also a Downtown Revitalization Award that I also received. So that was kind of a surprise. I was not expecting that one.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. But so those are some of kind of the key points from last night's annual meeting for Main Street McMinnville.
Did you have to do an acceptance speech?
I did not.
Oh,
Gosha did
go
though
ahead,
for.
let's hear it.
No, Gosha did for Main Street Media though. It was very nice.
I didn't get to listen to the episode that her and Mark did, but my aunt said it was really good.
It is really
so
good.
If anyone has a chance to go back and listen to that one.
Yeah, that was behind the mic on Monday. So yeah, Gosha is a super interesting person.
Oh yes,
I really like her. But yeah, I'm glad she's going to be on the board this year. I'm excited to work with her in that capacity as well. So it was a good meeting. Great annual meeting. The food was great last night. They always make us generally something special, so it's not normally like regular menu items. I think we had have you ever had fried plantains?
I have not.
I hadn't either, but we had those last night. So it was a jerk chicken, a dirty rice, fried plantains, salad, and a roll. And so it was really good.
I love chicken and rice.
Yeah.
When it's, seasoned up.
Yeah. The jerk chicken was a little spicy, but the sweetness of the plantains really balanced it out. And it was really good. So Joe O'Neill did a great job on that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So that's kind of the breakdown from what my evening was, but also the article from the Main Street Journal. There's more, actually a lot more, and there's pictures from some of the award winners that is on the Main Street Journal as well. I would highly recommend everybody to go read that because I really just hit some of the high points. But head on over to the Journal.
Yeah.
What do you got?
So we have a new restaurant that just opened up in the old Coffee Bank building. So that's over kind of close to McDonald's is my way of explaining it, correct? You go past KFC.
Past Tim Motors there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So right there. It's a little early for another Biz Beat, but some news is too good to wait. So I'm back with a little Biz Bite. The much anticipated opening of Golden Greek at 1502 Smithville Highway in the building formerly occupied by Coffee Bank and Trust happened Friday. Well, I guess this article was written on June 28th.
Yeah.
So
I knew they opened over the weekend, and I saw that they were absolutely slammed.
Yes, and that's what he was saying. He was able to talk to the staff for a little bit, but they've been slammed since their opening. And to celebrate their opening weekend, which was this past weekend, they offered 10% off.
Cool. Okay.
Go ahead and check them out on the Main Street Journal. Actually has their menu posted at the bottom, so that's pretty cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go over there and give it a
so I think there's
try.
one in Woodbury, and I think they've opened this second one. But I like Greek food.
So how do you spell gyro or whatever, or say gyro?
Gyro.
Do you say, is it euro or is it gyro or
I say euro.
Yeah, that's what I say too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's euro. I think people that say gyro or gyro or something like that, or
the G is silent.
Yeah.
Anyways,
you're making it sound like a verb. Not you two. When you say gyro,
yeah,
what are you
know.
doing?
I don't pronounce
I
it
mean,
like
Euro's
that.
an interesting name.
I'm just saying, because I've heard it too.
Yeah.
And it's typically from the same people that whenever you're signing up to take Spanish and got confused when there wasn't Mexican on the class list. It's like, not a thing, buddy.
Not a thing. You're correct. Euro. Maybe we should ask Google to translate it and see how Google pronounces it. But.
The only reason I know now is because that's how Arby's would say it when they got theirs on their commercial and stuff. All the stuff looks really good. I'm gonna have to go over there and
and that's
try.
on my way home, so I could try it sometime, which will be nice because sometimes we do get burnt out just on eating the same thing, all the time. So it is nice to have another option to be able to mix it up.
Oh,
and that would be something easy to pick up.
And they have
on
a
the way home.
cute little outside eating area. So
Yeah,
that's
I saw
pretty
them
neat.
setting that
a little
up.
hot right now, but that'll be perfect pretty soon.
Although this morning I rolled the window down when I went through the drive-thru for the donuts, and I actually left it down then the whole way from there to here because it just felt so wonderful outside.
I don't think it got down to like the full 60s they talked about, but
it was just
it
great.
did feel like it was like probably mid 70s.
Yeah. It was just
it was
a crisp,
nice.
super
foggy though.
It was really foggy.
The spider webs were on full visibility too.
All the dew that was on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is so funny. I like seeing the spider webs.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, it's an intricate design.
It is. Each one is
different,
uniquely made.
Exactly. Just like a water drop and all of them.
Not something I can make.
Snowflake? Not something you can make, no.
Even with like the glue and the black paper.
Oh, yeah.
The snowflake one always amazes me that each snowflake is
different.
Completely different.
Yeah, that is crazy. I've never really been able to, like, of course you can see pictures and stuff of snowflakes, but I've never been able to, like, before it melts to like actually
be
see
able
it.
to see what it is. Yeah.
But I guess it's just not meant for us. But I do love it when it snows.
I do too.
I feel like if it's gonna be cold,
it should be
snow.
snowing. I agree.
I don't want it to just be cold to be cold.
Exactly.
Like
we need the snow if it's gonna be cold.
Exactly. But I think we have several days coming up of nice weather here. So Miss Kava ought to be able to give us an update on that. But I feel like we're definitely in summer. And this week has been much better than last week because it's not just morbidly hot. It's just, I don't know, it feels good. All right, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking with Miss Kava, so everybody stick around.
Love you like I will. She is a stranger. You and I have history, or don't you remember? Sure, she's got it all. But baby, is that really what you want? Blessed up, so you got your head in the clouds. You made a fool out of
Tennessee summers are the best, grilling, chilling, and streaming. Nobody offers synchronous multi-gig fiber internet speed and the ability to expand your Wi-Fi coverage area like Ben Lomond Connect. Plus, BLC is offering our customers a chance to win a free $300 value Weber grill or one of 9 free internet monthly bill credits. All you have to do is send a picture of your family grilling, chilling, and streaming to marketing at benlomond.org along with your name, address, and phone number by August 31st. Not a customer? Don't delay and call your local BLC office today. Some exclusions may apply.
Celebrate the 4th of July the McMinnville way with a Main Street Live special at the Milner Recreation Center. 2 powerhouse bands, Joe Harvey Band and Ninth Son, bring country, soul, and rock to your Independence Day night. Food trucks open at 6, live music at 7, and fireworks to follow. That's Friday, July 4th at Milner Rec Center. Main Street Live, celebrating freedom with music and community.
Feel fresh, smooth, and summer ready with hair removal services from Namaste Wellness. Only at MainStreetShopper.llc for up to 50% off. Pair it with deals on gift certificates to Rodeo Rebel Boutique, Crisp Springs Fireworks, and Rika's Tortas for delicious local eats. Local deals, local love. Only at MainStreetShopper.llc.
Are you driven, energetic, and ready to grow your career? Main Street Media is looking for our next great sales professional. Join a team that's passionate about helping local businesses succeed. If you love meeting new people, setting goals, and seeing results, this is a chance to shine. Apply today and start building your future with Main Street Media. Email your resume to sales@mainstreetmedia.llc. That's sales@mainstreetmedia.llc.
Looking for the ultimate lawn mowing machine? Check out the heavy-duty commercial mowers from Skag Power Equipment. With speeds up to 16 miles per hour and high-performance engine options like fuel injection and liquid cooling, Skag mowers can take lawn care to the next level. Proudly made in the USA for nearly 40 years, Skag is simply the best mower you can buy. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive for more info and great deals.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Discover The Well at Tree City. Sip on expertly crafted cocktails, savor fine wines, or enjoy zero-proof sips. There's something for everyone.
Mondays, 2-for-1 beers. Wednesdays, wind down with 50% off any bottle of wine. And on Thursdays, get $2 off any well-made libation and delicious bar bites.
Experience the elegant atmosphere and let their knowledgeable bartenders mix up your next favorite drink.
The Well at Tree City, where every pour tells a story.
Cheers to great nights.
Visit The Well at Tree City. Must be 21 or older. Please drink responsibly.
It's raining, raining, raining here this morning. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together.
Center.
Good morning, Miss Kava.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Well, I'm up.
Okay. Well, I'm glad.
That's about all I can say about it.
Well, you know what? I'm right there with you today, because that's my statement as well. I am here. I am vertical, so we're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Well,
Are y'all being good this morning?
Oh, we try.
We try.
I brought everybody donuts this morning, so I would say that's
Oh,
me.
you're trying to get brownie points.
She gets a point for being good. The donuts were great.
I also brought donuts for myself, so it's not completely, a selfless act. But I did bring donuts for myself too. But
Do you remember when the donut shop used to be up on Spring Street behind First National Bank?
Ooh, I do not. I remember hearing about that one. Was it actually a Krispy Kreme that was there, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could smell them if you come through town overnight.
Mm-hmm.
You could smell them cooking.
Yeah, it was on Skid Row is what that part of
Yeah.
Spring Street is called. But yeah,
Yeah,
no, I've
it
heard
was-
about it, but I obviously don't remember
Did
that.
you know?
It was about where the back entrance is to First National Bank.
They
Yeah.
used to give a free donut every time the hot sign was on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh, really?
And one time my dad ate 12 donuts and got really sick.
12
Obviously, we got a bunch of
dozen,
donuts. Yeah,
He
and he ate
overdid it.
12 of them. We don't let him live that one down. I'm
Yeah.
like, how did you?
Well,
I mean,
they're
they
basically air.
Yes, they
I mean,
really are. But still, I'm like, oh gosh.
air and sugar. That's
Yeah.
what it consists of.
And lovely.
Yeah. Well, do you remember the other donut shop that I just forgot the name of?
Tasty-O.
Tasty. Yeah, that one. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I do remember that one. It was still there when I was little, but
Well, my nephew that retired from the Army, when he was little, they lived here. His dad was overseas, and they were living here at that time. And he was a couple of years old, and as soon as he could see that sign, he'd start hollering, "No nuts."
no nuts.
No.
And there was one day somebody had posted that on a picture of the sign on Facebook, and I sent it to his wife, and I said, "Show this to Shane."
How cute.
Because he'd call him No Nut.
That's funny.
Because he was just little.
Yeah. Do you know when the Krispy Kreme closed? Because
No.
it was a long time ago.
Yeah. Because I remember it was when I was a kid.
Okay.
You know, if we come through town, you could smell them.
I wouldn't mind to have a donut shop in downtown. That'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't you open one up?
Oh, man.
Add to the
Miss
list.
Kava, it's because I need another job, right?
Yeah. Need something to do when you're bored.
That is one thing that I can definitely say with 100% confidence is that I don't get bored.
Have you ever had the Amish donuts?
Oh, the big, like,
oh my gosh,
claw type
yes.
things? Yes, those are really good.
I had my first one at Bonnaroo. Those big
Yeah,
donuts.
they're huge. Yes.
My daughter, she worked at a donut shop in Murfreesboro when she was in college.
Mm-hmm.
And usually when she'd come home on the weekend, she'd always bring some.
Yeah.
And there was one weekend she didn't bring any. She said, "I didn't want to smell donuts all the way home."
Oh.
Didn't want to be tempted the whole way home.
Yeah, or just if you've
Well,
been working
whenever you
around them.
smell them all the time.
Mhm, it doesn't smell as good. Or it's not as special.
Have you seen, Abby, have you seen the donut shop that I believe they're in Las Vegas, and they make like super like crazy donuts. They
Yeah.
pop up on my feed all the time.
Mhm.
And they have like a creme brulee donut
Oh, my
that
gosh.
looks so good
Mhm.
because it's like got the glassy sugar top and
Well,
everything
you
on
can
it.
run out there while you're not doing nothing. Get one.
Yeah, yeah. If I ever go to Vegas, which
I'm
I've
going
never
to get-
been, but
Yeah.
I'm going to that donut place for
Mhm.
sure. That is on the list.
Well, are we ready to talk about the weather?
All right, I guess, Miss Kava, we ought to get to it.
We always get off on some other track.
Yeah.
And Connor hadn't even
I know.
said anything to us.
Connor's not even in the booth at the moment. He just walked out and left us all to our lonesome. So, so we can do whatever we want, Miss Kava.
Oh, okay. Well, our high yesterday was 88.
Okay.
Last year on today it was 91. 2 years ago it was 90. And 3 years ago it was 91. And our low this morning was 68.
Oh, so it was down in the
It was in the
60s.
60s.
And
Okay.
you ready to guess the rain?
Oh, did it rain yesterday?
Yeah, just
I
for
don't
about.
ask you to guess the rain if it hadn't.
I didn't know if you were playing a trick. I did.
No, I
it
really
did.
don't remember.
It rained around 2:00.
Okay.
1.
Well, it rained last night about
Oh, okay.
15 after 9, too.
You know what? I do remember it raining because we were upstairs and we had the windows and doors open, and it started raining really, really hard. And everybody's like, "Oh, we should go scramble. Let's close windows and doors." And then it just stopped. So it did briefly rain. So I'm gonna go with like 0.4.
I'm gonna say 0.7.
You could do like Justin used to do, because Jeff would guess.
Uh-huh.
He would send a text to us after he was off the show whenever it rained, telling us how much he guessed. And Justin, a lot of times, he would say it was under that.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so you could just
So
go
I
higher,
should guess-
higher or lower and not even guess a number.
Yeah.
You got a longer range.
Yeah. Then you
Now, it was 0.28.
Oh.
But at the airport, it showed only 0.03.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so they didn't get quite as much. Okay.
Yeah. But we got 0.28.
Okay, so a little bit of rain. I think we might just have to all accept the fact that Raven and Abby are bad at this game.
Yeah. You know what we aren't bad at, though? We aren't saying, where's all this rain going? That was the question on Chatter, right?
It was, yep.
Where's the rain disappearing to?
Yeah, they were like,
Oh,
"Man."
when they thought we ought to be
Flooded.
Yeah, I'm like, I think we have a system for this.
I've got a picture that was made up in Safely Holler when it flooded in 1929, and they had canoes up there. Some of my great aunts and uncles, they were younger then, but they were in this canoe riding up and down through there where they just a field at now, but it had got up in there, and I've got a picture of them where they were in a canoe riding around them.
Huh. Okay, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah, that was in 1929 when we had a big flood here.
Okay. All right. Well, Miss Kava, I'm going to have to wrap up for today, but we will talk to you again tomorrow. And then you get a day off, too.
Oh, I get a day off?
Yeah, we're
With
off on
pay,
Fridays.
Just like the other day.
Yeah.
with pay.
Yeah, 0.00 pay.
Just add another zero.
We'll just add another zero for you. Yep.
Yeah, that's what Justin always said. Just add another zero.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Well, I hope you have a good day.
Nashville,
And oh, you got to drive to Nashville today?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, maybe
But,
you get.
I'll get to do the weather before I leave.
Okay, well, maybe get rested up today, to prepare for that drive tomorrow.
At least it,
I've got to go get groceries.
it's not calling for rain, at least. So you
Yeah.
don't have to drive in the rain.
That is
there.
good. Positive. Thanks, Abby.
Mhm. I'm trying to be positive, Polly.
Well, I will talk to you in the morning.
All right. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you, Miss Kava.
Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. All right. And we do need to take a quick break, but when we come back, it is Where It Went Wrong Wednesday with Abby. So we'll see what story she's got coming up today. So everybody stick with us.
Hi, we're your weather girl. And have we got news for you? You better listen. Get ready, all you lonely girls. And leave those umbrellas at home. All right.
It's rising.
Warehouse Discount Grocery, serving McMinnville and Warren County with the best meats, freshest produce, and the best prices on all your favorite groceries. Listen to these specials. Sundrop Dr. Pepper, 6-pack, 0.5 liters, 4 for $9. Sager Creek Chicken Tenderloins, 3-pound bag, $5.99. IQF Catfish Strips, 3-pound bag, $9.99. And be sure to check out the full-service deli featuring meats from Charter Reserve. Open 7 days a week at 835 Smithville Highway. Warehouse Discount Groceries, WDG.
McMinnville, you're a part of me. McMinnville, McMinnville, Tennessee. There's nothing like you anywhere around. I'm proud to say you're my hometown.
This is Christy Partain with Graves Family Pharmacy, and we check all the boxes when it comes to family, community, and patient care. We have the best drive-thru in town where you will be greeted with a smile, and you can talk to us while being fully protected from the sun and the rain. Why go to a big box store when you can talk with local people that truly care about you and your family? Follow us on Facebook and feel free to ask questions. Come see us on Main Street at Graves Family Pharmacy, where you are much more than just a name and date of birth.
McMinnville, Tennessee.
10 years. What an honor to serve our community as Best of the Best Nursing Home for 10 years in a row. Did you know at NHC Healthcare that we offer a specialty in lymphedema treatment, an option for a short respite stay, and lots of local people to serve you and your family? Stop by and visit us at 928 Old Smithville Road and follow our Facebook page at NHC Healthcare McMinnville to see what really makes us the best of the best.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock-solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
It's the biggest savings event of the summer at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, and you're invited. Right now, during our employee pricing event, you pay what we pay. That's right. The same deals Ford employees get are now available to everyone. But hurry, this exclusive offer ends July 7th. So why wait? Make the short drive to Highway 55 to Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, where you're treated like one of the family, and now you pay like one too. Don't miss it.
WBMC and translator W249DQ McMinnville. WBMC.
Welcome back to Town Talk with Raven and Abby. It is time for Where It Went Wrong Wednesday.
Yes, a true crime story. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. This is the case of JonBenet Ramsey.
Ooh, yay.
Yes.
So you did the one I suggested.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
It's one of America's most tragic, baffling, and unsolved cases.
Okay.
In this segment, we'll revisit the details, the theories, and the ongoing mystery surrounding her death. Stick with us as we explore the haunting events that occurred in Boulder, Colorado, back in December of 1996.
Okay.
So, JonBenet Ramsey was found dead in her family's home in Boulder, Colorado on the morning of December 26, 1996.
Okay.
The circumstances surrounding her death have left investigators and the public puzzled for decades.
How old was JonBenet?
That is a good question. Google how
Yeah.
old she was. I think it does a little backstory about her more on the.
So she was almost 6 years old. She
Okay.
was born August 6, 1990. Died. Oh no, so she was 6 years old. Sorry, she
Mhm.
died December 26, 1996.
Yeah.
She was born in Georgia.
Wow.
Atlanta, Georgia. I didn't know that. Okay. All right. Sorry. Go on.
No, you're good. A few days after the murder, suspicion fell on JonBenet's parents, John and Patsy Ramsey. They were the last people to see JonBenet alive, and some believe the ransom note was too detailed to be written by a stranger, but there was no physical evidence linking them to the crime. Despite the media's intense focus on the Ramsey family, no arrests were made and the case grew cold. The Ramseys hired high-powered attorneys and public opinion shifted as people began to question if law enforcement was truly pursuing the right leads. So over the years, multiple theories and suspects have emerged in this case. Let's go through a few of the most notable.
Okay.
So number 1, the Ramsey family. One of the most persistent theories is that JonBenet's parents or another family member were involved. The ransom note raised eyebrows because of its length and specific demand for $118,000. Do you know why it was $118,000?
Wasn't that some kind of something, or no, it was the bonus that her dad got or
Yes,
something?
it was the exact amount of John Ramsey's Christmas bonus. Many believe that the note had markings of an insider, someone who knew the family well. However, DNA evidence later excluded the Ramsey family from being directly involved in the case.
Yeah, I mean, how does somebody know unless
Exactly.
they know the family?
And
like, come up with that random number.
$118,000, like you should have just went ahead and said 120.
Right.
But also, why are you writing a ransom note if you're gonna
If she's dead.
if she's dead
Yeah.
anyway? Another theory is that the intruder broke into the home and killed JonBenet. Some investigators have pointed to signs of forced entry and unusual marks on the body. But with no clear physical evidence of an intruder and the strange nature of the ransom note, this theory too remains uncertain.
I think part of it too, at least this is something that I've seen reported before, is that because they didn't take suspects initially, like with the family,
Yes.
the crime scene was
Compromised.
Right, compromised because everybody was there.
Mhm.
They had friends over to the house
Yes.
that day. Like
Mhm.
everybody was able just to go around the house freely.
He moved her body after he
Right.
found her.
So it was definitely compromised.
Then there was the sexual assault theory. So JonBenet was found with signs of sexual assault, which added another layer of complexity to the case. Some investigators speculated that the killer was motivated by sexual violence, but others argued that this wasn't the case. For years, the question of whether the assault was part of a botched kidnapping or something far more personal lingered. So then we go into the DNA and evidence breakthrough.
Yeah.
So in 2008, so
Okay.
many years after
Wow.
96,
Yeah.
after more than a decade of speculation and dead ends, a breakthrough occurred. The Boulder District Attorney's Office announced that DNA evidence from the JonBenet's underwear had excluded the Ramsey family. This allowed the possibility of an unknown intruder being the perpetrator. While this discovery led to renewed focus on the case, no solid leads have emerged and the case remains open. As of today, there's no definite answer to who killed JonBenet Ramsey.
Wow.
Yeah. So the media and public opinion, which is where we kind of have our ideas, is the JonBenet Ramsey case was the subject of intense media coverage from day one.
Yeah, I mean, because she was a pageant girl.
She was very popular, a beautiful little girl. There's been television shows, documentaries, and books that have explored every aspect of the case. The media's focus on the Ramsey family, especially Patsy Ramsey, led to many form opinions before all the facts were known.
Right.
This has only added to the confusion and the polarized public opinion. What we've learned is that this case is far more than just a crime story. It's a symbol of how the media and public perception can shape this investigation into a tragedy. And I know that, I've leaned more towards it being the brother.
And that the parents covered it up.
Yes.
To protect him.
Yes. Now, I had no idea that they had found DNA from sexual assault.
Yeah.
But then again, if anyone was there that day, I mean, I feel like they should be
never know.
testing everyone's DNA
That was in the house.
that was there.
Yeah. Regardless of who they
Yes. As of now, JonBenet Ramsey's murder remains unsolved and her family's name remains clouded in suspicion. The investigation is ongoing, but with each passing year, it seems the case grows colder. For many, the haunting question still remains. Who killed JonBenet Ramsey? Will we ever know the truth? Only time will tell. So.
So the media frenzy that was around it, and like it did very much give make everybody form opinions, whether they were fact or not. And that definitely is a problem with some of the media in cases like this, that it creates this frenzy around it. And there could be someone that's being looked at, but then it's completely cleared, but there's been already this opinion made about him because of the media, him, her, whoever, and it causes disruption in their life,
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of times the cases, or at least nowadays, they don't release all the facts to the media.
Exactly.
Because they're trying to, prohibit some of that kind of thing from happening. But it just like went crazy. I mean, I don't really remember. I mean, I would have been 5 years old when this happened, and I don't remember it all happening, but I mean, I'm sure it was, just
it said that
everywhere on television.
Not only had she been strangled, she had a blow to her head, and her mouth was duct tape and her wrists were bound.
Yeah.
But the cause of death was the strangulation and head trauma.
So it says the head trauma was part of it too? Okay. Because I wondered if, like, somebody tried to cover it up, after they strangled her, and then they were like, oh man, I got to make this look like something else, and then that's when the blow to the head occurred, as well as the duct tape and all the other stuff. They were trying to cover something up.
So, and like most of the time, ransom notes are pretty short and to the point. They're like, this one was
Give me $8 million
Yes.
and leave it here.
Yes. This was a 2.5 page long. Yeah. Highly unusual for a ransom note, which is typically short and direct. They found this ransom note on the staircase. And Patsy was the one who allegedly found it. Written with a Sharpie pen on a notepad belonging to the Ramseys,
So they
found
wrote
inside
it
the
there.
house.
See, I just wonder, because it makes you think I guess it makes you kind of question it, because she was in pageant. She was kind of this very beautiful girl, but a lot of people talk about how she was kind of sexualized, and with all the makeup and the outfits and things that they wore in pageants. I mean, that's just kind of what they do in pageants. But it kind of makes you think too, was there some person that maybe was obsessed with her?
Which could very well
broke into the house, and I don't know, felt some kind of very remorse after they did whatever they did, and then they wrote this long note. Because that is a theory as well.
Did they ever find?
Oh, sorry.
Her body or anything, or?
Yeah, they found her. Yeah, her body was in the basement.
Yeah, because it showed because she was duct taped and.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
And the dad moved the body.
Yes.
I wrote 4 of those yesterday, and I'm getting confused on which case, because there's a missing person one too.
Part of the ransom note, actually, there's part of it. It won't provide the whole thing, but Mr. Ramsey, listen carefully. We are a group of individuals that represent a small foreign faction. We do respect your business, but not the country that it serves. ... So that one continues. And then it says, you will withdraw $118,000 from your account. $100,000 will be in $100 bills, and the remaining $18,000 in $20 bills. When has that ever been,
random.
And I'm sure there was more to that paragraph, but if we monitor you getting the money early, we might call you early to arrange an earlier delivery of the money and hence an earlier pickup of your daughter. But I'm confused, because I guess this note had been placed, and then I think hours later they found her in the basement.
I just also wonder, how did they not find her in the basement sooner?
Why were you not checking the entire house?
Right. How did they not find her sooner?
Yeah, I'm going to ask what time they found the note versus what time they found her.
It's just crazy to me, this whole case. And like you said, it is a cold case. It's not been, nobody's been arrested or anything.
The ransom note was found at 5:30 a.m. and Patsy called at 5:52 a.m. So the morning hours is when the police arrived, and around 1 p.m. is when they found her in the basement. It said, John went straight to the wine cellar room in the basement, a small, hard-to-find room. He found John Bonet's body covered in a white blanket. And that's when he found those things.
That is so hard for me to believe that it was, what is that, 8 hours later after the ransom note was found that they found her body.
And then it says, there was no follow-up about the ransom.
There's just way too many fishy things and loopholes in this story, but Good one, Abby.
Yep.
Thanks for doing that one.
Of
I
course.
appreciate it. And we do this every Wednesday, so where it went wrong Wednesday. But we do have to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have Joe Harvey with the Joe Harvey Band today with us and talking all things Main Street Live for this Friday. So we'll be right back.
Everything I got.
As business owners, we understand the importance of attracting and retaining top talent.
Offering a comprehensive retirement plan can make all the difference for your employees.
You're not just creating a plan, you're giving your team the tools to secure their future.
A retirement plan not only strengthens your team, but also shows your commitment to their long-term success.
At Pure Wealth Partners, we're fiduciaries, which means we prioritize your best interest.
We'll sit down with you to craft a tailored retirement plan that meets your company's unique needs.
Located right here in McMinnville, we're committed to our community.
No 800 numbers here. Call us directly at 931-507-7873.
Or visit purewealthpartners.com. Pure Wealth Partners, your local partner in financial success. Securities and Retirement Plan Consulting Program advisory services offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Private Advisor Group, a registered investment advisor. Private Advisor Group and Pure Wealth Partners are separate entities from LPL Financial.
When you join Durham School Services, you'll embark on a rewarding journey, developing connections with students as part of a community that feels like family. You'll have flexible hours, competitive pay, and a career that has a positive impact on the well-being and future of students. Durham School Services has immediate opportunities for school bus drivers. Want more information? Text JOBS to 63552 or visit careers.nellc.com. It's all about the journey, theirs and yours.
Celebrate your independence from clutter. At McMinnville Moving and Storage, our friendly, highly trained professional staff is here to help you clean out those fall and winter items that are still cluttering up your space by moving them into our secure, climate-controlled storage units. Moving? Well, our team is here to pack and move you across town or across the country. Get a free quote today by calling 931-473-2805 or online at McMinnvilleMoving.com. With more than 60 years serving our area, we're McMinnville Moving and Storage, where we move your memories to your future.
At Pioneer Building Supply, we're your one-stop shop for lumber, tools, and building supplies. Whether you're tackling a major renovation or just need a few materials for a small project, we've got you covered. From framing to finishing touches, we have the products and expertise to help you get the job done right. Stop by and see us today at 231 Northgate Drive, Suite 250, McMinnville, or give us a call at 931-473-7777. Our friendly, knowledgeable team is always ready to help you with whatever you need for your next project. For 50 years, Pioneer Building Supply has been the trusted name in construction materials. We've built our reputation on quality, service, and the commitment to your success. Pioneer Building Supply, building your dreams since 1975.
Pioneer Building Supply. Pioneer Building Supply, where good business make good friends. Pioneer Building Supply.
Welcome back to Town Talk with Raven and Abby. Thanks for being here with us today, getting your morning started. If you need to beat the heat this summer, Pioneer Lanes is the perfect night out for family and friends. Friday nights for date night, cosmic bowling on Saturday nights, and Sunday is family day. A full kitchen menu available to take care of dinner, large newly renovated and expanded arcade for the kids, and the perfect place for birthday parties, church or group lock-ins, or team sporting events. Pioneer Lane's located at 200 Hobson Street in McMinnville. We'll see you at the alley. I am definitely out of breath.
You ran down there.
I definitely ran down there to get water, and I'm like struggling at the moment.
Are you pulling a Simmons right now?
No, I feel bad for saying yes to water when you asked.
I should have asked earlier.
We normally keep a case in here.
Yeah, I should have asked earlier, and then, I was like, oh, I got 55 seconds. I can get down there. It's a little further than I thought.
Fast walk?
I ran, and I'm so out of breath.
Your 40-yard dash time's not what it used to be.
No.
So thank you, Pioneer Lanes, for being a sponsor of Town Talk. I appreciate you, and maybe I should go bowling more or exercise or something, and I wouldn't have such a hard time running.
It's okay. That's like having to run and then come back and then read something.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
when it's bad
That's
too.
It was. Yeah. Well, we do have special guest Joe Harvey with us today. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Sorry, didn't get you water.
It's all right. That's all right.
We have it now.
It just shows how out of shape I am. Golly, it wasn't even that far.
No.
But. All right, I'm glad that Joe's running the 5K this or not Jeff, sorry.
Oh.
Are you going to run the 5K too? Okay.
I can vomit at home by myself.
I'm glad Jeff's running the 5K and not me, though.
Oh, man.
Oh, well, Joe Harvey, so we thought we would talk a little bit about you as a musician and kind of your personal side and not so much the work side today, if you wanted to. Is that okay?
That's fine. That's fine.
All right. So why don't we get into how'd you become a musician? What got you into music? I know that pretty much everybody in your family plays music.
Yeah, it's a family trait. I started, I think I got my first guitar in, I was 8.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got it. I was pretty young. Didn't really take to it until like middle school.
Okay.
Well, once for guys, it's a lot easier because once you realize that girls pay more attention to you, that's an easy
there you go
easy reason to get you at home practicing.
Gotcha. Okay.
But middle school was when it kind of took off. And then I've basically been doing it ever since. There's been it'd come and go how much I'd do it. But
do you think that music is actually an inherited trait, or do you think it's a learned trait?
I think it can definitely be one of those things where the more you're around it, the more you're just
you pick it up.
You pick it up, and the more you talk about it, the more you experience it. Yeah, so I'm not sure if
exposure learned trait kind of. Okay.
I don't know. I think you could
Well,
write
I mean,
something into it. That,
I think with sports, some of that is inherited. It's also how hard you work. So I can sense that maybe
music kind of
being
too.
like with music too, like if it's just again
it's
you're around
a
it.
right brain, left brain kind of thing. But it really kind of plays on both sides of it because there's the more emotional, the more the more feeling kind of part to it, and then there's a lot of math to it.
Yeah.
Or at least there can be.
Or the ability that I do not possess of being able to remember names and song titles.
Yeah. But we were talking about how like music can give you a feeling. Like when I went and saw the Statue of Liberty, they played. I don't know why I can't think of the
song
title
either.
of the song, but it's
New York something.
Yeah.
Is it by
But
Jay-Z?
Yeah, but it made you feel like it just completes the whole
Empire State of Mind.
Empire State of Mind. It can complete the whole vibe of the
Yeah, it just gives you a feeling. It just brings it back. Music definitely touches a different place in our brain.
It's the chords, the melodies, they can all take you to a different place.
Yeah.
They have magic powers. It seems like sometimes it's just the song you remember from the great time you had.
Yeah.
But there is definitely, and there's science to the melody and the chords and the emotions that they can pull out of you.
There. How long has Joe Harvey Band been a thing?
Joe Harvey Band has been a thing since 2003.
Okay. Is that when you graduated?
I graduated 2002.
Okay.
And me and Evan Gross, we had become friends. I think it was during my senior year. And then it was the infamous word. These were the great thing. This is the great way to start a band because it shows how ridiculous we are. I remember sitting around. I think we were eating it. It was Peking.
Oh, yeah.
Because he said the ridiculous words when you look back at it. Guys, let's make some money and start a band, which is the most ironic thing to say. Because
I don't think you go into it with the hope of making money, generally speaking.
Yeah, and it was, and that makes us sound more shallow than we are.
Yeah.
But that was Evan was a little older than me. He was 5 years older than me, and we were he was kind of bounced around from job to job at that point, and so he was like, and he had seen in his travels and his experiences working in a lot of bars, he saw how much money you can make,
right?
Or like how much. Let me phrase it: how much you can take home in one night,
yes,
as a band,
and doing something you enjoy doing.
Yeah. And he had seen that, and so he was like, we could do this.
Yeah.
And for a while there, I mean, there was a few years there. That was the primary means of my income.
Yeah.
But that's just the ridiculous statement that is. Getting into music for the money is it's not good financial advice.
Yes.
I'm not going to give that to anybody.
Yeah.
But so we got to do it as a business though for a long time. But 2003 was when we started. It was originally me, Evan Gross, and Lee Carr.
Okay.
So it was originally a power trio.
Yeah.
And then a couple years go along. My brother graduates college. He comes back to Middle Tennessee and joins the band.
Older brother, right?
Yeah, older brother.
Yeah.
Yep, older brother Kevin. So we've been doing that since 2003.
Wow.
And it's been a while. I was trying to remember the last time or the first time we played Main Street, and doing the calculation, I think it had to be around 2007.
Okay.
2000 or 2008.
Okay.
One of those two summers, because we played it one year, and then we didn't play it another year, and then after that we
every single
every year.
Yeah, I mean, we start with our Main Street Live lineup. Joe Harvey Band is just there. It's not even a question because we really don't even ask Joe if he's going to play before we put him on the list.
Oh, it's always this, and I always tell you guys, I'm like, I love doing the gig. I'll do the gig anytime you guys ask, but I always I always try to give you the out.
Yeah.
I always try to be like, it'll be, if you don't ask me, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay if you can't fit me in.
Yeah, we want Joe Harvey Band to be there because it's always a great show. It's always a great time, and so we appreciate that you're still willing to play it all these years later.
We have such a big time every time we do this show. It's basically what we base our summer and most of our band schedule. It's been the most consistent show we've had.
Yeah.
Over the last So.
Yeah. We are in year 21 at Main Street Live. Wow. So isn't that crazy?
So what that would have been?
This is the 21st
26?
year.
Or 06. 06 was the first year?
Last year was 20, so that was 4. So 04.
04 was, okay.
Yeah, would have been the first one. Sorry. Math this morning. It's hard, I guess. I was going to say, I really hope some of my math teachers aren't listening right now and listening to me struggle to subtract 21.
Yeah.
It's okay. They already heard the math test. They quit listening after that. So
Okay.
Your math teacher demographic and your listening audience is just going down.
Yes.
It's okay.
All right. Well, we've got to take a quick break, but we're going to come back and talk with you a little bit more about what you're looking forward to Main Street Live. We might also talk about maybe what's your favorite song that y'all ever play. So we got a lot more coming up for you. So everybody stick around. We'll be right back.
Did you know that NHC was the first Medicare-certified home health care agency in Tennessee? NHC Home Care has been committed to providing exceptional care. The reason for our success, we hire great clinicians who go above and beyond for our patients. And one of those is Jamie Harriman. Jamie has been practicing for over 32 years. When asked what she loves most about her job, she stated, seeing my patients get better and gain their independence back. So remember, when you need home health care services, ask for NHC Home Care and experience the NHC difference, serving you for over 50 years.
Lester's Body Shop is located at 212 Old Morrison Road in the West Riverside area. Owner Terry Fowler values all of his customers. He is the best place to take your car, truck, van, or SUV for any type of body work. And one estimate from Lester's is all you need. Friendly, professional, reliable, and dependable. That's Terry and the gang at Lester's Body Shop, 212 Old Morrison Road. Call 473-5421.
Where can you go to spend some quality up-close and personal time alone with Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, or Will Smith? None other than 3 Star Cinema. Head over to the most affordable and convenient place in town featuring the latest releases fresh on the silver screen. 3 Star Cinema.
Now showing How to Train Your Dragon, rated PG. F1, the movie, rated PG-13, starring Brad Pitt. Megan 2.0, rated PG-13. 28 years later, rated R. Elio, rated PG.
Sparta Street, McMinnville. 3 Star Cinema, where the stars come out at night.
With the changing of the seasons, Middle Tennessee is a beautiful place to be. Now is the perfect time to purchase or remodel your home or to buy that boat, camper, or land you've been looking at. This is Matt Ritchie, loan officer at Security Federal, and I'm here to help make these dreams a reality. So whether you're ready to make a big purchase, invest for retirement, or just establish your credit, come see us at Security Federal. We are the local bank with smiling faces, always happy to help you. See why we are known as the friendliest bank in town. Security Federal, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Why don't you head over to Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh made-to-order meal or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
Make the places you care about more comfortable and energy efficient with TVA Energy Right. It all starts at EnergyRight.com, where you can find everything you need to lower your energy usage for your home or your business. Contact Caney Fork Electric Energy Advisors Dale or Chris at 931-473-3116 or go to EnergyRight.com to start living and working more energy efficiently. Caney Fork Electric along with EnergyRight.com for all your energy needs. Brought to you by Caney Fork Electric Cooperative and TVA.
Welcome back to Town Talk with Raven Young and Abby, and we have special guest Mr. Joe Harvey with us today.
Connor, you got the performance rights for that those songs you used on the last break, right?
Yeah, did you pay the licensing fees?
You paid the licensing fee?
I believe we're covered under ASCAP.
Good, yeah. I was hoping I taught you that well.
At least that's what they tell me. I'm not looking into it, but
I didn't know we had recorded Joe Harvey music.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This is not Joe Harvey Band. It's what, Joe? Joe Harvey and the Tuesday Night Prophets.
I did a record in 2013 was when it got released. I worked on it for a few years, but actually I released it right before our 2013 performance at Main Street. I think that was the first place we ever handed out the record.
Okay.
We sold it. But yeah,
That's
it was
cool.
it was a good time. Yeah, that was one of those things I really wanted to do. I wanted to have my own record out there. You can still find it on Apple Music.
Oh,
and,
cool. Okay.
Spotify and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So if you just message Joe Harvey, or not message, if you
That's what I
type
say.
in, if you type, you don't have to.
I'm pretty sure I have your number.
You don't
can
have
just
to
text
message
you.
me to get the music. No. If you search Joe Harvey, you can find me
Find it online.
on all the big ones.
There
So.
you go.
Sweet.
Wow. How did the Joe Harvey Band name come about?
Once again, that's Evan Gross.
Okay.
It was not my idea. I
Yeah.
always blame it on him, 100%. Because we sat around trying to think of a band name.
Uh-huh.
The original intention was always kind of be party rock.
Yeah.
Like just a
He's
bar,
like, Joe
bar
Harvey's
band.
the bigwig. Of course, his name needs to be on the title.
Yeah, well, he was just like, he used some expletives and then said, let's just call it the Joe Harvey Band.
Yeah.
I don't want to, because everything we came up with, naming a band for me was always the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have some kind of like nickname or connection to it, something to call yourself that like you can kind of, make a reference to.
Right.
Coming up with a band name. I remember the silliest one Lee Carr came up with. I'll blame it on him. Was, he wanted to call us. He's like, dude, we can call it Wine Glass. I'm like, no, that's a terrible name. That's
Oh my gosh,
terrible.
I
That's-
can literally hear Lee Carr saying that in my brain right now.
Welcome to the stage, Wine Glass.
That's the only time I'm going to throw Lee Carr under the bus. Every other time, I love Lee Carr. He's the best person in the world. But that's the only thing I ever throw him under the bus on. But that was the worst name. And I throw him under the bus. I didn't have anything better. So
right.
we wouldn't be called the Joe Harvey Band if not.
Is everybody coming down Friday to play with y'all?
Yes, actually, this one's really special because me and Evan and Lee and Kevin, we all kind of stayed generally somewhat close. Lee and Kevin are in Nashville. Evan can be in Chattanooga, or he's in Chattanooga, so we're pretty close. And then we've had the guitar players have kind of changed for in and out for the last like 6 or 7 years, I guess. But the last time we played with Jonathan Waldrop, who was our longest standing guitar player, like my best friend, I met him in college. He was our project because we pulled him out of the bedroom. Like he was a bedroom player, and he was actually our fan. He would come to see us, and I like kind of just jammed with him a little bit, and then I was like, dude, just come sit in with us. And we would get him to sit in here once here or there, and then we had a guitar player leave, and we finally was like, dude, get the gear and just get on stage with it. And it took off, and he was our longest standing guitar player. Cool. But anyways, Jonathan Waldrop, who is now in Atlanta, he was nice enough to come up and play this show with us. And
Nice.
we're really, really excited. It's the first time he's done a show with us since 2018.
Yeah, cool. Well, and it looks like that we're gonna have good weather. I know.
Yeah.
Let's knock on. This isn't real wood, but
Oh, that's not real wood?
it's that.
It sure looks like
it's the
it.
particle board.
Okay, well, there's some wood in there.
There's some wood fiber in there. But as of right now, I mean, we're like showing sunny every day through next Monday. So I think Friday ought to be a great show. Because I know 4th of July, Joe Harvey Band is always like a hit or miss. The last few years, though, have been really great.
Yeah,
so
we've had some luck the last few years.
But I know there for a while it was like toss up. That's going to be our rain out date, and we just really didn't know. But it looks like we're going to have and it's going to be a bigger show this year too because we're going to be at the Milner Center. So
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been kind of screaming this for a couple years since we've been doing it on the 4th because this isn't the first time we've landed on this together.
Yeah,
but
I know there was a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago, they did the fireworks on the Friday.
Yeah.
Because I remember being at the Security Federal West Lawn and finishing and they going off. But I'm really glad we were able to get it together this year and do it all at once.
I'm really excited about it. I dig the fact that everybody came together and said, let's just do one big party. And I think it's going to be awesome. We're really excited about it.
Yeah. I mean, and your girls, they could go swim up until the time. It's open till 7 at the pool. They could swim, and then you go on stage at 7, and they can be there rocking out.
Yeah. Well, 4th of July in that neighborhood, that's where my grandmother's
Yeah.
in that neighborhood. My mom's down the street.
Mhm.
So I've always spent the 4th of July in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I'm glad just to be kind of at home.
Yeah.
So we always do. I'll have to have. I don't know if Steve Harvey will bring his hand crank ice cream maker down to the park or not. But that's where we do it. It's just up to.
I think that should be a really great idea, Steve Harvey.
Get Steve Harvey
Yes.
on stage, sitting on his ice cream maker, cranking
it out.
the ice cream.
Let's make that happen. Oh no, I'm looking forward to Friday. I think it's going to be a great show.
It's going to be a big time. We're really, really excited about it.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of neat though. I mean, finale and then fireworks start shooting off.
Yeah.
Like just the whole atmosphere is going to be cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to be a part of the countdown, like into it.
Yes.
Like I've got, I got some good finishers lined up for it. I think it's going to be good.
Okay, so now you're going to have 4th of July fireworks, to be able to do that finale because you do at Hark at the Park, you do the whole fake snow and all that stuff, know.
That
And
ridiculousness.
so, we can have it on both ends of the spectrum when it's cold and when it's hot outside.
It's, the opposite ends of the year. I love it. I love
There
it.
you go. Way to kick it off.
I had a text-in question for Joe Harvey.
Okay. Who's the
Came
text in
from,
from?
Your favorite sound guy, Joe.
Is he related to you?
Yes.
He may be.
Tim Winton.
He said, ask Joe what the loudest gig he's ever played is.
Oh, God. It was. I'm not sure if it was, but it was definitely close to it this past Saturday. Our wonderful local public defender had his 50th birthday.
At the Well.
At the Well.
Mhm.
And we played in the lobby. And the lobby is
It's
low ceilings, hard
tile.
surface,
Mhm.
hard surfaces all over the place.
It was
and
bouncing. I
that
bet.
was rocking. We say that's the loudest, but one of the gigs that got us going, and actually, we did it once. I think it's the Joe Harvey Band, but shows that predated the Joe Harvey Band, Gentleman Gyms in Murfreesboro.
Oh.
What you refer to as Dirty Gyms, the one where all the townies hang out at. That one, I remember Stanton Adcock bringing a Marshall stack, and for those of you who don't know, a Marshall stack is a gigantic amplifier. And he would bring that into this room that is like 20 by 15, and just melee everybody in the room with it. And and of course, I'm banging on the drums even harder, and we just everything goes to 11 quickly. So I think between those two, you would think the bigger the show, the louder.
No, the smaller the room, for sure.
The more you can, you keep
It
those sound
bounces.
waves just tight in there. That's the louder it
Did
gets.
Kevel have any
No.
complaints from guests?
There was one point where I thought I was going to have to stop so someone could check into the hotel, and that was going to be a first. I saw somebody I was like, that guy's trying to check into the hotel, and he's not very happy about his decision here. But no complaints, none that I heard.
None that you
at
know
least,
about.
So.
Okay.
And we were done in a decent hour.
Okay.
So I don't think we kept anybody out. But yeah, we had to go in. The original plan was to be out in the parking lot. But I think we'd have gotten shut down even earlier then.
Yeah, noise complaints probably. Yeah.
But that was a really good time. That one kind of felt like an old Gentleman Gym show because of the clientele. It was like I looked around, I was like, does anybody else feel like it's 2006?
I did see some pictures from it, and that could be an accurate statement.
Speaking of, I guess from around that same time, did you ever get shut down by the cops, Joe, for a show?
Dude, there was a stint of times I got shut down by the cops where every time they showed up, I would be playing I Shot the Sheriff. Every time. It was in Murfreesboro here. Everywhere. It was like, oh yeah, they're playing that song. It's time to go shut this party down.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about switching up to an NWA song?
No, I don't. The Joe Harvey Band doing the NWA, I think
Which would be hilarious.
Yeah, that's all kinds of appropriation that I don't want to put any part of.
Connor played I Shot the Sheriff, the first interview that we had with Jackie Matheny Jr. on the radio.
Every time he's come through, I've played it.
But the first time was very memorable because I was literally sitting there and I'm like, did it just say that? Really? Like he played that?
Connor and his, just the tack that he has, just it deserves a round of applause.
He really is quick on his feet with stuff.
I'm glad somebody.
I'll give him that.
Oh, I'm so glad you guys are employing Connor and keeping him out of trouble, because as much trouble as he causes y'all here, he would be in so much more if he wasn't here. So thank you guys for keeping him off the streets.
Chad Graves, good job. All right. Well, let's take another quick break, and then we are going to come back with a little bit more with Joe Harvey. So everybody stick around. We'll be right back.
I pulled into Nazareth, was feeling about half past dead. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed?
Looking for the ultimate lawn mowing machine? Check out the heavy-duty commercial mowers from Skag Power Equipment. With speeds up to 16 miles per hour and high-performance engine options like fuel injection and liquid cooling, Skag mowers can take lawn care to the next level. Proudly made in the USA for nearly 40 years, Skag is simply the best mower you can buy. Visit McMinnville Lawn & Garden at 129 Keel Drive for more info and great deals.
Hi folks, this is David Mason Simpson with DM Simpson Realtors and Auctioneers. Spring is just around the corner, and that means auction season is upon us. If you're considering taking your property or equipment to auction, now is the time to call the friendly folks selling Middle Tennessee and beyond at 473 Land. We'd be happy to assist you in marketing your property or equipment at auction. Put our experience to work for you. DM Simpson, Realtors and Auctioneers, serving you since 2007.
At Redmond's Carpet, they offer a wide range of flooring options to suit your needs. Whether you prefer the softness of carpet, the durability of hardwood, the versatility of tile, or the affordability of vinyl, we've got you covered. We also offer luxury in vinyl plank LVP for those who want the look of hardwood with added durability. Serving McMinnville since 1969, Redmond's Carpet, 2512 Old Nashville Highway. Call them at 931-668-4900 for your next flooring option. Redmond's Carpet.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Discover The Well at Tree City. Sip on expertly crafted cocktails, savor fine wines, or enjoy zero-proof sips. There's something for everyone.
Mondays, 2-for-1 beers. Wednesdays, wind down with 50% off any bottle of wine. And on Thursdays, get $2 off any well-made libation and delicious bar bites.
Experience the elegant atmosphere and let their knowledgeable bartenders mix up your next favorite drink.
The Well at Tree City, where every pour tells a story.
Cheers to great nights.
Visit The Well at Tree City. Must be 21 or older. Please drink responsibly.
Warehouse Discount Grocery, serving McMinnville and Warren County with the best meats, freshest produce, and the best prices on all your favorite groceries. Listen to these specials. Sundrop Dr. Pepper, 6-pack, 0.5 liters, 4 for $9. Sager Creek Chicken Tenderloins, 3-pound bag, $5.99. IQF Catfish Strips, 3-pound bag, $9.99. And be sure to check out the full-service deli featuring meats from Charter Reserve. Open 7 days a week at 835 Smithville Highway. Warehouse Discount Groceries, WDG.
Because he knew he had a good song, but he didn't take into account that boys choir intro goes way too long on this. He thought he was going to come into some good strumming acoustic guitar. That's another like 15 seconds here.
Oh, I knew it was going to last that long. I just wanted to be awkward the whole time.
Thank you.
I wanted y'all to sit in silence
That's what
for
Connor
like
does.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't think I know this song.
Yeah, you do.
You can't always get what you want.
By the Rolling Stones.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just
That's one that
I just don't know the intro,
Yeah.
obviously.
Mhm. Well, when we do not play that part of it when we
Okay.
perform that song.
Joe, why are you and Lee not just busting that one out?
Hey, if anybody could do it, Lee Carr could.
Yeah.
Lee Carr he has a higher level of vocal performance than I
I
do.
always like the teenage dirtbag difference between the vocals right there because it's the same guy.
Joe,
what?
Where's Teenage Dirtbag in your set, dog?
I was about to say, I bet you
Oh,
probably
man,
have.
I love that song too.
That should be an
song,
addition.
That's a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should put that one in.
So
Any
what-
song that talks about Iron Maiden, I'm in.
So, what is your favorite song that you've ever played? Do you have a favorite song?
It's hard for me to put.
Can we narrow it to just the ones you've played versus the ones that you just love?
Yeah. The ones I've played, that's a little easier to choose. But, A Remedy by the Black Crowes has always been a favorite of mine. That's one why we normally put it towards the end of the set a lot. We love that one. What else? It's always the songs that like you didn't, or I shouldn't say they're my favorite, but the songs that like you didn't really like them that much when you would just listen to them, but then you start playing them, and you're like, oh, that's a really good song. Like for us, it was or one for us was Pink Houses by John Cougar Mellencamp.
Okay.
That was a song that like I mean I didn't dislike it, but you start playing it like, oh, this is a really good song and it's got a good feel to it. And we would make all sorts of jokes about the F chord in it. We would say that and you can't. I don't. They don't really. They don't use this line anymore. But Jono he used to. Or Kevin, I think, leaned over Jono one night, and in the breakdown, there's an F chord that's really strong, and he's like, "Dude, that F chord is built Ford tough." But yeah, it's songs like that surprise you how much you really love them. "The Weight" by the band that's one of my favorites to sing. But gosh, I couldn't just pick one. I know that. I know I couldn't pick one.
Okay. You got. Oh, go ahead.
Any places you've played that you just were one of your favorites? I know you were talking about
And there
used
also
places earlier.
was a comment. We hired them in Murfreesboro at a party years ago, and the cops shut us down. 2003 or 2004.
That's why I brought that comment up.
Yeah, can you read the name on that comment?
Yep, Jessica Grissom Higgins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think. Oh man, we were
it now?
We were in the middle of town. We were like, that wasn't like that was our back patio party. I think if it's the one I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure we were on back patio. And man,
in a neighborhood.
Yeah, it will like right next to all the apartment complexes, like 2 blocks off of campus. If it's where I think it was, yeah. Oh man, we loved playing those parties like that though. Yeah, but it seems like we always would get shut down by the cops. And the Murfreesboro City Police, God bless them, but they were always a little more direct with when they would come shut you down. They weren't like, hey, can you turn it down?
Yeah.
And maybe we'll see if they won't call back.
Yeah.
It was like one warning, like turn it off or we're going to start taking people to jail.
Yeah. I was about to say, did you ever get into more trouble than just being shut down and going with a warning?
No,
like, did it ever escalate?
I never did. I saw it escalate outside of the band. The band was normally the easiest part for them to shut down.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there would always be some knucklehead who would come in there and start yelling something at I hope it wasn't that. I don't think it was that party where somebody yelled at the police. And then
that's always a smart decision.
Yeah. Actually, that's what it was. It wasn't. I don't think it was at that one, but another one we played. They came. They were like, "Hey, you gotta turn it down," and then, someone from the Peanut Gallery, yelled from the back, a line of one of, I'm sure one of Connor's favorite NWA songs. And then the cop was quickly to say, "Oh nope, that's it. You're done now.
Yeah.
Party's over." So
yep,
ruined it for everybody.
Did you never get in trouble, Joe, because you're like Michael Cera from Superbad?
At times I was.
Like
I mean, I was the
running.
underage kid for a long time. Like, because we started doing this for, we were, I was 18, so, yeah, I was not supposed to be a lot of the places I was playing for a long time.
This was one of those gentlemen gyms at 18.
Dude. Yeah, that one started at I think I was 16 the first time I played there.
Man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Every time I went in there, I was like,
a different time.
It was a different time, and that's just a different location. How that place is still open,
it's surprising.
Yeah.
The amount of fights I witnessed in there is insane.
Oh man, yeah.
I don't think I've been.
I'm not.
It's a great place. You'll love it.
Yeah.
I would say that Connor's.
Do I look like your typical gentleman gyms?
Yeah. I think Connor's
they play
choice
Kanye
of
a lot. You'll
locations
love
is probably
it.
different.
Okay, it does sound up my alley then.
This was how gentleman gyms worked. Actually, the first show I ever worked there wasn't playing. I was 16 and I was the doorman. That's like that. That was how it ran there. Like not only did they like just kind of give when you wanted to play there, they were just like, okay, here's the keys.
Yeah.
There was one bartender who was just singing or slinging the booze.
Yeah.
But they would be like, "Oh, bring your doorman. You can charge at the door, and then you play as long as you want." And yeah, the first time I went there, it was before the Joe Harvey band. I was still Kevin Harvey's little brother at that point, and I was the doorman for their show there, and I'm pretty sure I was 16.
Wow.
Man,
I don't think that could happen today.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. Was I 15? I can't remember. Like it was.
What's
it
the
was a long time.
statute of limitations on this?
Oh,
It's
well,
all passed.
Yeah, it's all passed. Also, we're not in Rutherford County. If this radio station was in Rutherford County, I probably wouldn't tell that story. But here, I'll tell that story all day long. Mainly because, most people who are going to come see us probably were
there.
Were at those shows.
And so, it's been well past. How much money did you skim off your brother's?
Man, I was pretty honest. I was just glad to be
job,
there.
Joe.
Yeah.
If it was Griff, I'd be like, "Hey, man, you had like 3 people show up." He's like, "I can count," and I was like, "Can you? Were you seeing double?" You made $2.
That is definitely something Connor would do. 100%.
Now, speaking of being doorman, Connor, weren't you doorman for us at the VFW a time or two?
Yeah, I was.
Nah, man, I forgot about that.
Oh,
I've employed this guy.
You used to play the VFW a lot, didn't you?
Yeah. No, see, those are stories we won't go into too much detail on the VFW. Just because it's not there anymore. But yeah, it's still held in high regard.
Yeah,
locally, so I don't want to taint that
that
legacy there. But no, we loved playing the VFW. We had a lot of great nights there.
Yeah.
But did you ask me
something
about?
Yeah, back to Abby's question. Where was one of your favorite places that you've played at?
Gosh.
No, a roundabout way to get there, but
Yeah, like man, there were some great clubs we played. Bluesboro, that's not there anymore. That one we always had just such a big time there.
Did you play in any other states or anything from Tennessee?
Actually, when I was gonna say, it wasn't regularly, but we played Keenwood one time. We got to play in the. Yeah. It was in the upstairs in the royalty suite.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
Up there, it was pretty cool. And on the way there, you realize that Kentucky really knows how to party.
Yeah,
like you drive up down the Bourbon Highway there, and you're like,
make bourbon.
Yeah, Maker's Mark.
Yeah,
and Jim Beam, and they're like, oh yeah, they really, they know how to throw down up here.
Yeah,
so, and that gig we played there, everybody was having a big time. So yeah. But that one was really cool. I remember thinking that I was like, this one's very different. But man, we got to play lots of places over the year. The biggest show we ever played was it was actually the Joe Harvey band as the backup band to a group called Carter's Chord, but we got to open for Blake Shelton.
Oh, wow.
In Albany, New York. It was like an outdoor music festival. It was like their version of Main Street Live.
Okay.
But it was probably 6,000 or 7,000 people.
Wow.
It was really cool. That
Young
was
Blake Shelton.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That would have been 2000. I think it was 2007. So
okay.
He wasn't that young.
Well, younger than he is now.
I think it was post mullet.
Okay.
I think it was still post mullet.
Okay. So, I guess
that's how we classify time.
That's how
it was post mullet.
Yes.
Blake Shelton.
I'm pretty sure it was post mullet. Blake Shelton.
Post Miranda Lambert too, probably. Because that was his wife,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, but I think that would have been pre-Miranda Lambert, probably.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think.
Because he didn't have a mullet when they were dating.
Yeah, he did.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Let me look.
You're thinking of like the curly mullet.
Yeah, the curly mullet.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
He had a different one?
Yeah, that he had like when what was that, like Austin or like Old Red when those songs came out. Yeah. He had like a curly mullet. That's like the Blake Shelton.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
All right. Well, I tell you what, we got to take one more quick break, but then when we come back, we're going to talk a few more things about Main Street Live, what we're looking forward to for Friday, get us set for it, and see what else we got coming up. So, all right, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Just take those old records off the shelf. I sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco.
A Ascension St. Thomas River Park is here to listen to you because caring for you is our #1 priority. Ascension Care Teams start by understanding you, your health, and your life to deliver care that's right for you. Now offering cardiac CT angiography services, a non-invasive cardiac exam that looks at the blood vessels that supply blood to the heart and can detect if plaque has narrowed the coronary arteries. The compassionate, personalized care you've come to expect is right here in McMinnville. We're more than just a hospital, ER, and a clinic. We want to give you hope, health, and strength.
McMinnville, you're a part of me. McMinnville, McMinnville, Tennessee. There's nothing like you anywhere around. I'm proud to say you're my hometown.
This is Christy Partain with Graves Family Pharmacy, and we check all the boxes when it comes to family, community, and patient care. We have the best drive-thru in town where you will be greeted with a smile, and you can talk to us while being fully protected from the sun and the rain. Why go to a big box store when you can talk with local people that truly care about you and your family? Follow us on Facebook and feel free to ask questions. Come see us on Main Street at Graves Family Pharmacy, where you are much more than just a name and date of birth.
McMinnville, Tennessee.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock-solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
10 years. What an honor to serve our community as Best of the Best Nursing Home for 10 years in a row. Did you know at NHC Healthcare that we offer a specialty in lymphedema treatment, an option for a short respite stay, and lots of local people to serve you and your family? Stop by and visit us at 928 Old Smithville Road and follow our Facebook page at NHC Healthcare McMinnville to see what really makes us the best of the best.
It's the biggest savings event of the summer at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, and you're invited. Right now, during our employee pricing event, you pay what we pay. That's right. The same deals Ford employees get are now available to everyone. But hurry, this exclusive offer ends July 7th, so why wait? Make the short drive to Highway 55 to Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, where you're treated like one of the family, and now you pay like one too. Don't miss it.
Talk Radio WBMC McMinnville, 960 AM and 97.7 FM, WBMCRadio.com.
Better with this one.
Connor picks like the slowest intro song so he can stand over there with his hand up to me and like, don't talk yet.
Let it breathe, man. Let it breathe.
Like, I got it. I know I'm not supposed to be talking yet.
Yeah, you are. And that's fine. That's fine, Raven. Just don't listen to what I have to say.
Connor, you let it breathe through. You can let it play under the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Just let it lie there, man. It's all good. It's cool.
Welcome back to Town Talk with Raven and Abby. Thanks for being here with us today. We do have special guest Joe Harvey, and we are talking all things Joe Harvey Band, but also Main Street Live is coming up Friday. So one of our biggest shows of each year generally is 4th of July. I guess a lot of people are in from out of town, that kind of thing. I do think it's kind of cool because the last several years since I've been with Main Street McMinnville since 2020, a lot of these shows like your brother that I graduated with, but a lot of other kids that are, well, we're not kids anymore. A lot of other people that I graduated with would come for the 4th of July because they're in town with their families and stuff. And a lot of them have moved back now, which is kind of cool. So you get to see them more and everything. But like your brother and Alicia, but Lake and Cass that are here and everything. And it's kind of neat to see people that I graduated with that moved off for a while come back, but then also for a cool show like Joe Harvey Band at 4th of July. So
you get to see everybody spoiled kids all at the same time.
Well, everybody has their own kids now, so it's crazy.
No, yeah. what you're talking about there, I mean, that's always how I feel like that's one of the things that's kind of kept us going over the years is we've been able to kind of, tap in, and we've been able to bring some small town nostalgia to folks, whether it be, around 4th of July,
right,
or, how we used to do our Black Friday show.
Yeah.
That was, and that's that was funny because it's kind of, our demographics have grown out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, we like to sleep a little more.
Yeah. Well, the Friday after Thanksgiving, at this
take a
point,
break.
if you got kids, you're like,
yeah,
I'm not going out after this. After dealing with family and cooking a meal.
Exactly.
No,
I need a
do
break.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we pivoted that. We tried a New Year's Eve thing, and we had some luck with that. And maybe we'll bring that one back. But yeah, that's kind of how we've. That's one of the things that keeps a crowd for us is that come back home and
enjoy some time with family,
relive old glory days, kind of
exactly.
thing. So,
yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. But I think this year is going to be extra special for sure because we have changed venues a little bit, and I'm trying to mention that several times through the show each day because there's still going to be people that aren't going to know that they're going to show up at Security Federal's West Lawn this Friday.
You need a little yard sign out there.
We're getting them. We're going to put them out. But the Main Street Live show has been moved to the Milner Center just for this week for the fireworks and the concert and everything. So come to the Milner Center and not Security Federal this Friday.
I want to see a picture of the yard sign. It says something like, "Oh no, you've came to the wrong place," but it's okay. No, I think
how
that
much
the
do
venue
you want to
changes.
bet that there are going to be chairs sitting out there at 11 o'clock in the morning on Friday already at Security Federal and up at the Milner Center, I'm sure, too. I may do a drive-by we don't have radio on Friday. I'll do a drive-by at some point Friday morning, though, and see if there's chairs. Because there always is. People set their chairs out early for your show because it's a huge show.
Yeah.
So many people come out for it, but...
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, no, we're super excited about the venue change. Somebody was asking if a band I can't remember. Somebody was asking me last night if a band has ever played in the location between the Milner Center and the pool, and I was like, I know at least one.
Yeah,
'cause we did it one time.
Oh, okay.
When the barbecue festival was still happening.
Oh, okay,
so
cool.
Smoking in McMinnville was
yes,
still
right.
We played over there one time. And it was a good time then.
Yeah.
But I think this one will be a little bit bigger than that.
I think so too.
Just because we fireworks, man. You bring fireworks.
Fireworks.
I'm not
going
to act like I'm the main draw, but the fireworks. You start blowing stuff up, man. People are going to show up.
Yeah, I would recommend to get there early to get a parking spot. It is going to be crazy around the Milner Center, so I'm probably going to be out there around, 3 o'clock or so, everybody getting set up. And that is a good thing is that we get to set up things earlier this year.
Yeah.
So we get a little bit, it's not such crunch time there at 5 o'clock.
No kind of throw it out all out on the black top
Yeah.
and just go. That's the way we're used to over there.
We've got a minute this year to set up, though, so that'll be nice.
And we've got the band playing with Ninth Sun, another great
Ninth
local
Sun,
band.
yep.
I'm excited to see them and to play with them. I think that's going to be great.
Yeah,
that
they
we got,
open at 6 for you.
Yeah, I'm glad we got another good local band on the bill with us.
No, I think it's going to be great. Great night of music, local food trucks, fireworks, all the stuff. So it's going to be a good night. But
it's going to be a big time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then, what about your kids? Is everybody planning on coming out?
Yeah,
your wife and kids. You want to give them a shout out?
I'll bring the herd.
Okay.
The herd will be there. We all four. They're very, very excited about it. They've gotten a preview of the set list. And
okay.
They're very excited about it.
Okay.
We got a couple of new ones in there. A
Okay.
couple of things we've not tried before.
You want to give us a preview?
No.
The surprise.
You just got to know that there's going to be some surprises in this set, and we're excited about it. And my girls in particular are very excited about it. So they'll be there. We'll probably be jumping back and forth between the stage and my grandmother's house that's right up the road.
Okay,
So.
yeah. Do y'all have a golf cart to go back and forth
No,
with? That would be
man,
handy. I keep trying to tell Main Street Media we've got to invest in a golf cart.
I might have to call in a favor to Justin Scott. At
Yeah.
the moment, be like, hey, man, lend me a golf cart.
Can I borrow for a minute? Because if you pull the actual vehicle out of there, you are not getting your parking spot back.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We're gonna kind of face towards the Jungle Gym.
Yes.
So we thought that would be a good way to kind of let everybody be able to get in and not have like kind of a. I thought we thought it would work with the feng shui.
And we are going to have the video truck there too, so that if people a little further back, because it is kind of long in there, that grass area, but so everybody can see what's going on the stage. And I mean, it's going to feel like a humongous concert, I think.
Yeah. We're stoked, man.
Yeah.
We couldn't be more excited about it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. Do any of your girls play music with you ever?
We've done
Y'all
some
jam any?
sing-alongs, and the girls are starting to pick up guitar. No,
Okay.
no. The only public performance we've had was we had them sing along with me at Hark of the Park this past year.
Okay.
We did a little John Lennon Christmas song.
Yeah.
So
My dad is a basement player, so he plays by himself for fun. He's got a whole setup, though. Big speaker, an electric guitar, and he has a normal guitar, but he tried to teach me when I was little, and I really wanted to learn.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the next Taylor Swift so bad, but I can't carry
you
a
had the hair?
tune. I do. I have the hair for the younger Taylor Swift, but my fingers would callus, and I hated that feeling of like.
it's a hill you got to get
Yes,
over. You got to get past the pain. So,
And I just never could, which he self-taught himself how to play. So he was going to try and teach me. And I could do a few like chords, but no, could not do the switching really quickly. I think it really is something that you have to work hard and practice at. It is definitely, and it doesn't even look easy. So it's not easy.
I
It takes some
I cannot play any musical
skill.
instruments. Yeah, that's not my forte.
It's yeah.
I can dance, and I really actually can't dance. I just dance for fun in the car to music.
As long as you have fun.
We already talked about this, Abby. You're not allowed to dance in the car anymore.
I'm not. I got
After that
pulled
cop
over.
thought you were drunk. Then you're done.
I got
Unsafe.
pulled over.
Is that a true story? You
It
really
is
got
a
pulled
true
over?
story.
For dancing in the
Someone
car?
called and said I was swerving, and I was like, I'm so embarrassed because I was actually just having a good time. Yeah,
When you tell a cop that,
Yeah.
I'm
Anyways,
just having a good time. They don't think it's because of dancing. They think
was-
it's either
it-
powdery substances or like liquid
Definitely-
inebriation.
definitely not any of that. But
A good time in your car is not necessarily always translate to a good time outside
exactly,
your car. So,
exactly.
Yeah, you
but I
gotta
was
be careful
going the speed limit and everything. So I was making
I was
sure.
just on the wrong side of the road. That's
No.
all it was.
Yeah, well,
What song were you dancing to? Do you know?
just a whole bunch of them, really. I have like my fitness studio playlist, and I just have fun.
Yeah.
Were you like so somebody called the cops on
Someone called. The cop said, so obviously when he pulled me over, everything was fine because he was like, and I was almost home. Like I was about to a background.
Yeah, you said you were on
Literally.
yeah.
So, and that, I mean, I didn't get in trouble. So,
What were you, like?
I don't.
I'm just trying to think. Like, how did somebody see you long enough?
That's
to,
what I'm
to call the
saying.
cops
Yeah,
on you?
I think they
were
just
either,
didn't like me.
Yeah, I would say either they were following you, or
Yeah.
I thought like, were you like doing like loops around a parking lot
No,
or something like that?
I was just
or
driving home.
You were cruising the strip. And
Yeah,
they saw you like
no.
4 or 5 times. Like, this girl is just not going home.
No, I was on the 4-lane, like almost to Praters. That's when the sirens came on. And I was like, it goes to 45 right there. I promise I had set my, So, anyways.
Having a good time. Just dancing.
Having a good time. So, I can't play a guitar, but.
Well, I hope that's what we're all doing Friday, having a good time dancing.
Yes. Feel the music.
I can't dance. I'll be at work.
Okay, Colin.
Oh yeah. We're doing this thing. It's going to be live on this thing.
Yes.
We're going to.
It's going to be on Star.
It's going to be on
So
Star.
it's not going to.
Okay.
Well, we may be Facebook Live in it. I'm not sure about that, but I know it will be aired on Star Radio, so
Okay.
Star 107.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's more pressure.
There you go.
I gotta actually sound good through the soundboard. I can't just sound good.
Tell Evan to put his
on
extra
there.
serious face on.
Extra. That's the only face he's got, man. Oh, ain't nobody in the Joe Harvey band got a better stank face than Evan Gross. and even in the promotional pictures that we've ever done, we had to superimpose Evan's face from another picture onto him because he would just.
He looks like y'all's
he would
manager.
scowl. He wasn't trying to. That's just his face.
That's just his face.
We love him, but he's not a sad guy, but he just kind of always looks angry.
Well, thank you, Joe Harvey, for being here with us today. We sure do appreciate you being willing to come in.
Thank you so much for having me. I
Yeah,
appreciate
this
y'all.
has been fun.
You guys
and-
keep up the good work here. I love what
Yeah.
y'all are doing here.
Well,
Y'all,
thank
y'all
you.
bringing in the old or bringing in the new and kind of keeping the feel
Yeah.
of the old.
Mhm.
Y'all are doing a great job down here. Y'all please
Thank you
keep up the
very
good work.
much.
Keep the local media alive. We love y'all.
Yes,
We appreciate
thank
it.
you.
And we will see you on Friday.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
Looking
see you
forward
guys
to
then.
it. And I do need to say a quick thank you to Pure Wealth Partners for being a great sponsor of Town Talk. Whether your goal is retirement, planning for a loved one's college, preparing in case something happens to you, or simply saving for a rainy day, they have the tools and resources to make your goals happen. Call Pure Wealth Partners at 931-507-7873. Your local partners in financial success, located at 1511 Sparta Street in the historic Magnus home. Thank you, Pure Wealth Partners, and all of our sponsors, Security Federal Savings Bank, Pioneer Lanes, and Begonias, for being a great sponsor of Town Talk. We sure do appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7.
See you tomorrow.